When a lot of people think about personal growth, they probably imagine all these great positive changes that'll come from it, but there's another side to it. There's a quote I really like by Alexis Carrel. Man cannot remake himself without suffering, for he is both the marble and the sculptor. And I used to think the painful part was changing yourself, but really it's about chipping away parts of yourself that don't belong in the next version of you. And sometimes that means chipping away other people too. Right now, the people around you are comfortable with you because you're a lot like them. That changes when you start to level up. A lot of people will see your ambition as a zero-sum game. When you win, that means they lose. There's even a psychological term for it: social comparison theory. When someone close to you starts growing faster than you, it feels like a reflection of your own failure. This year, I've taken on some really ambitious projects. I've put on coffee tastings, I've made a TV pilot, I've made videos for several YouTube channels. And while a lot of my friends and family have been amazing and supportive, that support has made the unsupportive ones stand out even more. When I was a kid, my dad would often try to compete with me at everything: video games, ping pong, tennis, basketball, you name it. But I was usually better at everything. If I beat him by too much, he'd often quit in the middle and say, "This isn't fun for me," and he would just leave. The next time around, I'd be sure to make sure that I didn't win by too much, dimming my shine so he wouldn't abandon me. In the last year, I've realized I had a few friends who fit the same profile. Tell them good news, and they're either going to change the subject or undermine it in some way. Finally, I realized I'd feel anxious when telling these people good news. Earlier this year, when the filming dates for my TV pilot were booked, I started to text a friend but then stopped, because I realized I didn't want to feel bad when they ignored or undermined the message. I had the Calgary coffee shops booked, big names in the industry. I was excited. I wanted to share that with people. I told my mom, I told a couple friends, and the people that I started to text but stopped, I realized I'd feel stupid after sharing it with them because of how they were going to react. That's when it hit me. I was training myself to shrink. And with these people, I realized success isn't safe. And I think I was making sure to stay less successful than these people for fear that they would abandon me. So long as I could stay this lovable loser for them, they'd remain in my life. So they had to go. I cut out my dad and some of these friends because I'm no longer willing to shrink myself. For me, change is a bit of a lonely place because not everybody is going to be cheering for you to win. It's going to be difficult to ascend the mountain if you have these kind of people around you trying to pull you down. If you aren't where you'd like to be in your life, I'd be willing to bet you have people around you you should be cutting out, but you don't. You have a history, or their family, or you have all these mutual friends, or whatever. There's a million reasons to stay in relationships where you shrink yourself for someone else, where you pretend you didn't outgrow them in high school, or you feel guilty because you feel like you're all they have. But maybe ask yourself, when was the last time this person was genuinely happy for you? You owe yourself to ask. Otherwise, you could be 42, living in a van, scrambling to finally pursue the things in life that you want to do. Finally unafraid to find your ceiling, while feeling way behind because this is how you should have been living all along. So yeah, striving for success makes it a bit lonelier for a while, but it's better to be alone and growing than surrounded and stuck. I'm not trying to stay the lovable loser anymore. I'm trying to become the person I actually know I'm capable of being. And if that means I lose some people along the way, then that's just part of the sculpting.